Usually with flagship device launches from Samsung, a lot of reviewers will rush to release their videos as soon as possible, but with me, I really wanted to give myself time with the S26 Plus. Now just to put it into context, I also have the S26 Ultra over here, but I'm going to be reviewing the S26 Plus in today's video. Now as most of us know, the S26 lineup has the S26, which is the cheapest one and the smallest screen as well at 6.3 inches only. But you also have the S26 Plus, which has a 6.7-inch display, slightly bigger. Now I also feel like I have the rights to review this guy in the middle because I'm also using the S26 Ultra over here. So I've really been using these devices on the daily, and I feel like I know who the Samsung Galaxy S26 Plus is for, because if you asked me before this, I would have no idea who Samsung actually made this device for. But to truly understand who would buy the S26 Plus, I really had to use it alongside the Ultra to see what this guy is actually better for. Now because the price of the S26 Plus is not that different from the S26 Ultra, I actually thought not many people would choose the S26 Plus. But after using these two smartphones side by side, I actually realized there will be some people who can actually benefit more from the S26 Plus. So yeah, you save a little bit of money and you might get a phone that's not as good as the Ultra, but something that you will be fully satisfied with using. So in today's video, we are going to be talking about who the Samsung Galaxy S26 Plus is for. Now once again, I'm telling you, I only have the rights to talk about how good the S26 Plus is because I'm not only using the S26 Plus, but I'm also using the better one, which is the S26 Ultra. So I feel that compared to anyone who's only using the S26 Plus, I have a better insight as to who the S26 Plus is actually suitable for. So yeah, in my hand right now, I have the S26 Ultra as well as the S26 Plus. But of course, in today's video, we're going to keep the S26 Ultra to the side and only talk about the S26 Plus. So the S26 Plus in the country I'm from, Malaysia, it's gonna cost you 6,199 ringgit. Yeah, I know that is pretty expensive and very comparable to your iPhones out there, but there are things that this guy is so much better at doing. Now, even though this is a design that looks absolutely like what Samsung would do, it actually has a brand new camera bump following the design of the Z Fold 7. So when you look at this, it's perfectly similar to what you'd find on the back of the Z Fold 7 that was released towards the end of last year. And I'm a big fan of this new design because the previous design, they have kept it on there for so many years with the camera rings, and I really prefer the whole brand new triple attachment together in one go. This really gives me a much more satisfying look to the smartphone, I would say. Now for your colors, you'll get 4 options. You have the exact 4 color options for the S26, the S26 Plus, as well as the S26 Ultra. But of course, if you take a look at what I have in my hand here, this is the brand new Cobalt Violet, and this is their exclusive color for this year. Now I'm not too sure how to explain this color to you. It's a little bit gray, a little bit blue, it's a little bit violet, and it really has a unique touch to it that gives me the most premium feeling among the 4 colors available. Now also when it comes to the screen, you're getting a 6.7-inch AMOLED display. Now this is a 2K resolution screen, so watching movies and everything is absolutely beautiful on this guy. And speaking of watching movies on here, you're also getting dual speakers on the top as well as the bottom, so it's a really 3D immersive experience when you're watching your content. And overall, it's a really beautiful QHD Plus display with extremely good speakers. I even dare to tell you that this is probably the best screen on any smartphone device today.
Should have killed your little girlfriend when I had the chance. What did you just say? Looks like we got competition.
Now when we move on and take a look at the camera, you're getting 50 megapixels on this guy. Now this is including Samsung's processing system, so you're going to get absolutely beautiful photos. It's only f1.8 though compared to the f1.4 that you'll get on the Ultra, which is also 200 megapixels on the Ultra. But to be completely honest with you, most of us do not need a 200 megapixels camera. 50 megapixels is extremely good, which is why you can see companies like Apple as well even just opting for 50 megapixels in 2026. It's because most people or 99% of people, or 99.9% of people on planet Earth, they don't need more than 50 megapixels. 50 megapixels is already overkill in terms of quality. So having 200 megapixels and things like that, I believe is just numbers on a paper. It's not really what you're going to be using every single day of your life. It doesn't really matter. Yeah, sure, people will tell you it's good to have it and things like that. Yeah, sure, it's good to have a phone that's good at everything, but do you really need 200 megapixels? If you ask me, absolutely not. Which is why I believe that 50 megapixels of this guy is plenty good enough. And if you take a look over here, these are the sample photos that I've taken. There's extremely good quality for the images that you're able to take out of this guy, especially with Samsung's processing like I told you earlier. So with the kind of photos you're able to take with the S26 Plus, I believe this smartphone has one of the best camera systems today. Now also when it comes to shooting videos on the S26 Plus, you can shoot up to 8K 30 frames per second. It's also something not many of us are going to use, because when it comes to editing and things like that later on, 8K is gonna take a lot of power, and most of us have PCs that can't even handle 8K video editing in the first place. Like over here, if you take a look here, this screen is only a 4K display, so I don't even have an 8K display, and even if there is an 8K display out there, I think it's gonna cost us a bomb. So most people, you are only going to be able to see content up to 4K maximum, whether it's on your TV or a monitor like the one I have here. Now the good news, you can shoot up to 4K 60 frames per second, so having slow motion videos and all that you want to shoot on this guy, if you want to do something like that, it's very possible, while maintaining a very high quality video visual. So where I'm trying to get with this is, I'm trying to let you guys know that the S26 Plus has a fantastic camera system going on, probably the best camera system in many smartphones today. And honestly, you don't even need the Ultra to get really good quality videos or photos on a smartphone. Now for the storage on the S26 Plus, you're getting two options. So you have the 256 gigs as well as a 512 gigs. I believe Samsung should eventually release a 1 terabyte version for all their flagship devices, but they are not giving us that option this year. So yeah, we're stuck with a maximum of 512 gigs. Now I'm sitting here and acting like 512 gigs is not a lot of storage, but it's plenty a lot to most people out there. It's just probably not going to be enough for someone like me who shoots plenty of content every single day. Now for your RAM, it's pretty standard. You're getting 12 gigs on both the storage versions. So whether you're getting a 256 gigs or the 512 gigs, you're going to get 12 gigs of RAM only. Now how this 12 gigs of RAM is going to cope with the kind of AI processing that Samsung is doing these days, especially with the kind of performance is going to be required to process your AI functions, I'm not too sure if 12 gig is going to be enough for the long term. But hey, Samsung is promising 7 years of updates for this guy, so I'm guessing they've done their calculations to think that 12 gigs is going to be enough for the next 7 years at least. Well, I certainly hope so, because we're not getting any options. You're stuck with 12 gigs whether you want to pay more or pay less. So yeah, I really hope 12 gigs is going to be enough for the few coming years with the Samsung Galaxy S26 Plus. Now for the processor is where I feel like I'm taking a little bit on hit with this guy, because on the S26 Ultra you're getting the Snapdragon 8 Elite Generation 5 processor, but if you choose the S26 Plus, you're only getting the Exynos 2600. Now, I'm not saying the Exynos is a bad processor. It's a fantastic processor, perfectly able to compete with the Snapdragon as well. In terms of performance, you're going to be needing on a daily basis. But why I think Samsung is going with the Exynos is only because they look at this smartphone as something people would really heavily use the AI features on. And if Samsung uses a chip that they themselves produce, they're able to tweak it in a way where it will easily support all the functions that you're going to need from a Samsung device. So previously, I know 5 years ago, Exynos processors was really bad. But if you ask me last year and this year, especially with the new 2600, I feel like Samsung has done something really amazing, and the kind of power that you can get out of this guy is actually very comparable to all the flagship chipsets you have in the market today. Which is why I did not want to release a S26 Plus video like the moment this smartphone came out. Like, I really wanted to give it a little bit of time to use it and really understand it before I tell you guys that this chip is not good. Because when I started using it, especially for games, AI and multitasking on a daily basis, even video editing, I realized that the Exynos 2600 is actually a really capable chipset for everything you want to do on a flagship device smartphone. So don't let people tell you you're going to have to pay more and get a Snapdragon. You really don't need to, because the Exynos 2600 in 2026 is really powerful, and to me, in my opinion, it's comparable to the Snapdragon on this guy. Now, numbers will show that the Snapdragon is slightly better, but in terms of using it on a daily basis, I am living proof here because I'm actually using this guy every single day. You will not be able to tell a difference. And just to prove it to you guys that this processor is actually really amazing, here's a gaming example, and you can tell that you can play up to 120 frames per second as well really easily. So yeah, I'm really impressed with the kind of power that you can get out of the Exynos 2600, and I'm someone who will fully support this processor in 2026. Now, in terms of battery, you're getting 4900 milliamps on the S26 Plus. That's really not too bad because you're getting a 5000 milliamps on this guy, so it's only about 100 milliamps more, but this thing takes up more power. So at the end of the day, I believe, and according to my testings, I don't know how true this is to most people, but from what I'm testing out, this guy actually lasts slightly longer in my pockets compared to even the Ultra. And the Ultra has 5000 milliamps and the S26 Plus has only 4900 milliamps, but this guy somehow lasts longer. How does this happen? Don't ask me. I'm just here to tell you the facts, and the fact is the S26 Plus is able to last slightly longer in terms of battery life. Now let's talk about the most important thing, and that is the AI features on the Samsung devices. Now, Samsung in 2026 are really pushing their agentic AI ecosystem to every single one of their users. So what this does is it actually plays around with everything you're trying to do on a daily, or even people interacting with you. For example, you're getting messages and things like that. The phone will understand what's going on in your life and actually recommend things and pop up things and make your life easier. So when I say things like this, an example would basically be a friend messaging you and asking the phone number of another person. The moment the message comes in, the AI will actually have a pop-up giving you the recommendation for the phone number of the friend that this friend is asking for. So you can just click that and send it. You don't have to scroll through your phone, look for the number, copy the number, paste it into your WhatsApp or things like that to send the number back to the guy. You don't have to go through the entire process. Your phone fully is capable of understanding what you're doing and helping you make your daily tasks easier. And I believe that's where Samsung is winning, because no other phone in the market that I'm using today has an ecosystem of AI features that work so well on a daily basis. Yeah, sure, they give you really fancy AI features, but it doesn't work into your daily life. And that's where only Samsung, up till today, have done really well, because you want AI to make your life easy, not make your life harder where you need to tell AI what to do. But with Samsung, you're not telling AI what to do. AI is telling you what to do to make your life easier. And I really love that. So yeah, now before I end this video, there are some features that you will not get on the S26 Plus, which you will get only on the Ultra. Now, this is a small message for those of you who feel like you need those features and you're not going to be able to live without those features. Like me personally, I don't think I need the features that I'm talking about, but hey, if you're someone who needs those features, then by all means get the Ultra. But if you don't, this is probably the better flagship for you. So the first feature that you will get only on the Ultra is the privacy display. So if you need the privacy display for whatever reason and you don't want to use just a tempered glass with a privacy screen protector on there, you can go for the Ultra. That's the first reason. The second reason is the Ultra comes with the Samsung famous S Pen. Now, for those of you who want to sign a lot of documents or maybe edit your photos, videos where you need a pen, then the S Pen is going to be really useful for you. The third thing, like I explained earlier, is not really that important, but it's the 200 megapixel camera on this guy. Now, like I said, most people will never ever even need to use a 200 megapixel. 50 megapixels is already overkill to most of us, but you have a 200 megapixel camera here if you're someone who's a photographer or anyone who needs those extra megapixels. Once again, it's a feature that's not really necessary to most people. So yes, that concludes my review for the S26 Plus. I believe that most people who don't really need the 3 features that I said that's on the Ultra, you guys can consider this, save some money, and the most important part with this smartphone is that it's so much lighter than the S26 Plus. In fact, it's much smaller and way lighter. Like when you're using it, this thing, it gives you hand fatigue. Like after a while, you can actually feel the weight on your hands and it gets really annoying because you're holding something really heavy. But this guy is actually really, really light. So that's what I truly love about this guy. I'm able to use this guy and my hand does not feel any fatigue even after a few hours. Like, yeah, I can use this guy the whole day and it's really, really light on the hands. So yeah, the key takeaway is if you're someone who needs something more pocketable, but still a fully functioning flagship device, maybe the S26 Plus is the perfect one for you. So thank you guys for watching today's video. If you guys want to go and pre-order the S26 Plus, they're open for pre-orders now. And let me know in the comments down below, will you choose the Ultra or the S26 Plus? Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. Please help me subscribe to the channel. I'm really trying my best to get more subscribers so I can get more flagship devices into this channel to review for you guys. So yes, please, please, please subscribe. That will really help me a lot. Thank you for watching this video until the end. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.